Right, I suspect I know what's causing these crashes. Hi, welcome back, more Hytale, Castle Sockgorm, Kaku Comics, Zero the Heart, whatever. Yeah, had another freaking OBS crash, and I'm starting to suspect it might just be the stupid fucking dual drive that's been plaguing me for half a decade or longer. Yeah, about half a decade at the least. I need a new machine. You just can't keep doing that, man. Oh, you're in the middle of something? Oops, all your CPU's gone because we flipped off the freaking thing again. Great fucking job, Intel. I am so buying your shit again. It wasn't even me who bought the computer, but whatever. Like, this is just disgusting. How it just, like, does not care. It just flips my drives around. Well, it's specifically, yeah, the storage D drive just turns it off, no warning, kills all my CPU for even half a moment, and then before it would just, like, you know, cause shit ton of audio tearing and everything. Hasn't been doing that lately, but instead it just crashes my OBS because it keeps doing that when I'm, you know, recording. And there's no rhyme or reason to it. There never has been. Other than, oh, I guess the fucking Intel Rapid Storage thing is just, like, broken or something? I don't know. I'm kinda not... Yeah, I think the bigger light might just work better. But it's like, ugh. Yeah, need to be impressive enough on the Hytale competition that I get seen land a, you know, fancy Hytale job, get a new computer, ideally, hopefully people will leave Steam alone long enough for them to finish their goddamn Steam machine, so I can get one of those things instead of being trapped with the horrible options elsewhere with, like, I don't want Microsoft, fucking screw that. Never again, at this point. Like, I don't even know what else is out there. I don't want to be on any particular version of, like, the only, I don't want to have to completely relearn everything just to use a new computer. But I can't stay on Windows. Because Windows is just becoming another Apple. They want to lock everything down, monitor this, that, the other, and then do, obviously steal all your information, of course. So on the black market. I mean, I'm probably already doing that anyways. But, like, I just can't with this shit anymore. But I'm just also just kind of stuck. Anyway, yeah, focus on just finishing this room. And the bathing sections, and oh yeah, I gotta put water in here. Make it do that. But yeah, it almost certainly is. Because, oh, what do I see? I'm going to unbreak all the shit that just got shut off because the fucking, every time it crashes my OBS, it makes all the it basically removes all of the like temporary image files for everything, like all the folders and even the browser slates that I have in my background, everything, just kills all the temporary image files until I go and click on them all one by one again. And what do I see? I'm going through all my, you know, re-rendering all the, folders and everything that I just have open. Oh, that's right, my D drive, missing. Again. I am so sick of Intel Rapid Storage. I never want to use a dual drive computer ever again in my life. This is horrible. Like, negative review score. Kind of horrible. Because it just drops in unannounced and fucks you over. And there's nothing you can do about it. Other than, I guess there's some sort of a weird error thing. I don't know. I'm not a, hardware computer expert. I don't want to have to be. The whole point of me being on a quote-unquote gaming laptop, part of it was so that I could just take it with me on the go and not have to worry about shit, and then come back home. You know. I mean, should be a hard line between, like, different areas of expertise. I'm very much into software, and even then, I don't really want to go super deep into it. I want to be, making games, not making computers. But no, because I don't know. I don't want to deal with that shit. But I guess I just have to, because whatever. I can't even formulate my words, because I'm just sick and tired of these stupid random crashes. And then, oh, it's the same culprit I've been dealing with for 5, even maybe 6 years. Fucking Intel Rapid Storage. Unfucking believable. Oh no, it's perfectly believable, because that's always been the biggest issue on this computer. Never mind, storage limitations from, greedy-ass Windows wanting to take, 150 gigabytes on my... that's the other aspect of being, forcibly dual drive, because I happen to get a computer at the worst possible time in our, storage development history, where, oh, we just got these really cool solid-state drives, but we can't store hardly anything worthwhile on them because, new recent technology back in, like, 2018. And now they're, like, casually just waltzing around with a terabyte. Meanwhile, yeah, stuck with, Windows 10 operating system that's got, like, probably 160 gigabytes of bloatware. So, and just having, like, an MMO and a couple of games and whatever. Oh, I'm basically shrunk down to having a grand whopping, like, maximum... I think when I first got this thing, I had, like, out the gate 60 gigabytes I could work with. That was, like, in the first month. Out of 250 or so gigabytes, out the first month, I already got shrunk down to fucking 60. Because prepackaged bloatware. Maybe 80. Maybe 80. And it's like, well, and people I was, because this was back in college, people I was talking to were like, oh yeah, you probably should keep it within, like, above a third or so of its, storage limit. Sorry, Windows has other plans! Guess I'm not doing that. I do kind of want to have the sun... Right. Because, yeah, that is the sun there. Okay. Yeah, I'm just really freaking annoyed right now, because, like, not even 20 minutes in to second recording session of the day, which also, by the way, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to just, you know, do my usual, well, if I'm gonna be able to do the usual 3 hours a day thing I've been trying to do, I'm gonna have to, basically, like, I can't think at the moment. I'm thinking, but limited bandwidth. Basically, okay. I completely lost train of thought, sorry. Pattern's more important. Getting the build done is more important than whatever the hell woes are just thrust upon me. Right, because I was talking about... Yeah. Yeah, I kind of started really late, because I stayed up late doing Persona Blast, because I was just freaking, like... You know, mind melted from yesterday, where I was, you know, making the... You know, making this... The, bathing rooms, and being just, like... completely brain dead, and just, you know... cognitive fatigue. Or something. Which, yeah, I should be taking better care of my mind than that. But I don't know. There I go, losing my freaking, like, train of thought again, because when there's a dog barking, I'm not even sure what I'm even talking about. I'm just, you know, annoyed. There's no thinking when you're annoyed. So the only thing I really can process doing is just, you know, doing the thing that's important. Making everything look pretty, which is enjoyable. It's just really obnoxious, you know, again, like not even 20 minutes in to the recording. So, and because, you know, I'm not anywhere near remotely proficient with, you know, like, I've messed with Photoshop in the past for video recording because it was a high school assignment at one point. That's it. And, oh, right, I'm broke. I can't even get a new computer because my freaking way of life, my, you know, calling in life has made me be, you know, working basically, you know, unpaid, unemployed. Granted, of my own volition, sure, but yeah, circumstances of you know, my pursuits in life have left me with basically very little to work with in terms of resources. Because, you know, until where I'm at now, you know, I was doing a lot of stuff on, you know, Minecraft and you know, Sonic Robots 2%. Well, okay, so I didn't want to do... I mean, I grew up with fucking Java Edition Minecraft. There's no getting around that. And then... Oh, sorry. Oh, no, okay, no. Okay, so... The thing with Java Edition Minecraft and trying to do work for that... Number one, I never even made it to modding for that. Partially because, like, significantly higher barrier to entry than just doing data packs. And granted, you can still do a lot with data packs. But one of the things you don't do with data packs is open up a Java development kit. That is a wholly different can of worms. I did actually try to mess with that, to very little success, because I did it at the worst possible time, and with not the worst possible motivation, but not a sustainable motivation. My motivation was straight up, oh hey, my friends want to do Kingdom Keys stuff, and we want to like try and make a, you know, personal SMP world or something. We might even record or something, and just do like you know, some sort of a story thing or whatever. Don't matter. Don't matter on the like specifics or details, but just like, you know, something, you know, me and my friends could do, have story and stuff. You know, haven't been able to do anything quite like that in a while, and we've only really been able to do that like on Terraria anyway. Last I checked. And you know, Terraria is neat and all, but like, we can't just do everything on Terraria. Like, no, no. But anyway. I wonder what kind of... I'm probably still gonna make this be like a bathing room. I might do just like 2 different halls, or you know, bathing quadrants. Yeah, to separate, basically for separating the sexes, because there's no clean way of just dividing this in 2 when, you know, unless you want it, you know, to be unisex, which, you know, or mixed, rather, mixed bathing, which is a thing you can do, but I don't know. Maybe I do just keep it to the 1 bathing hall or whatever. We'll see. That's probably a NetGames ping. I don't know if it's going to be Persona Blast or a base SCP. No, that's not a NetGames ping. That's a Quest LFMs for DDO. And I cannot afford to throw any time at DDO. Probably for the majority of the contest time. Okay, there is probably a... yeah, SCP-2 NetGame that I'll be likely just hopping in on to take a break after I finish the bathing situation here. Speaking of, probably have to go Fulbright yet again. Yeah. Arg. Okay. Yeah, I think. Yeah, probably. I don't know. Okay, so this will be like a simpler bathing room then. Oops. So we just kind of just drag this over here. Oh, hey, perfect fit. Like, exactly. Alright, so we're gonna do this. This will be a smaller bathing area, but you know what, fine. And then... let's see, I don't have... yeah, I don't have it attached to the inner walls, so I might just keep the water, you know, flow on this wall specifically. Keep it simple. The KISS rule has some will say. now we just fill this with water. And since it's not round or anything, that makes it really simple. Let's see, yeah. So yeah, this will be a dual bathroom, basically, because of, yeah, where everything's positioned. Easy steps for getting out. Not like you're even going to be able to drown or anything. Can't wait for having, like, sitting emojis. That's going to be one of the most, like, rudimentary things people are going to want to use. Ooh, right. We should, cover all this. Right. And it's gonna be all like that because it's all cramped and everything. But you know what? It'll be fine. Okay, we can wipe that because now all this goes in. Don't forget to turn that around. Don't forget your long fall boots. I've been watching a little bit too much of I Teach Vader content. Don't worry about it. And for those who don't know what I was just talking about with that, musical YouTube poops, I guess. Oh wait, shit, we're not allowed to have those exist anymore. Oh, I don't know. Anyway. So, it's a bit different now, it's like this. Yeah, I definitely have a one of the things I've always wanted out of Minecraft that, you know, Terraria's just had for the longest time. Colored lighting. Wow. It's almost like, you know, maybe we should have just had this from the start. I mean, I can't blame. Right, oh yeah, I think I already concluded that line of thought. Because, like, there's a lot of stuff with just, how Minecraft has just been, where it's like, oh, yeah, it's kind of in a shit spot, but at the same time, it's not fair to pin it all on, like, the original, you know, developers. Like, you know, Jeb or Jens or however you say his name. I guess it's Jens. Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, a lot of people, you know, just kind of, you know, basically canceled the original creator, Notch, because, oh no, he said homophobic things, and then, like, I mean, not elaborating on the full story, where, I mean, he kind of just speaks his mind on things, and he doesn't care if they're unpopular. But people want to label him as being, like, radical evil or whatever, like, okay, sure. Anyway, I still have... I mean... I don't deify him the way I probably kind of might have done as a kid, where, like, oh yeah, he just kind of made the best game in the world, you know, at the time. But, like... So... Yeah, I mean, Minecraft, you know, love it or hate it, you know, I might not be able to go back to it just on the basis of, like, I just kind of, you know, maybe I will, maybe, but probably never in the capacity where, that I had before with it. Also, yeah, it's a little sharper in here. I am just kind of like, because like, the stuff I was talking about with like Jens earlier, or about Jens, not with. I don't know him personally, but because he's been, I mean, yeah, he's been, yeah, I figured as much. Probably just fill up like this. God, I love being able to do that. You could not hope to do anything like that in Minecraft. I mean, maybe, but anyway. So, yeah, his deal with, he's trying to just kind of, do what he thinks is the best thing he can do for Minecraft. Simple enough. Yeah, he had no idea about the whole, half-slab drama. Or the matter of like, Mojang, officially having statements of like, oh yeah, we're never going to do that because inhibit creativity, allegedly. He had never heard of that, and it's like, well damn, that just kind of like doesn't go with my vibe, kind of a thing. So we may actually get, half slabs in Minecraft, but there's more other things, I can't fault the original creators of Minecraft over the stuff that's going on with it, because especially with, when you have to consider fucking Bedrock. I honestly kind of hate Bedrock. Bedrock Edition Minecraft. I mean, what can I say? It's just like, take one of the greatest games of our time and do everything in your corporate power to ruin it. That's all I can see out of it. It's made on an inherently, honestly kind of garbage engine, I would say. Just on like I mean, maybe the engine isn't like garbage, but holy shit, is that game just unbelievably unstable from all I've seen of it. And here I go, facing for the fucking ground. You know what? Just bite the bullet and do this. And rotate it again anyways, because I had it all lopsided and it may not even work out. Okay, how is this aligned? Not aligned. Okay. Am I able to walk through this? Yes, I am. So we push it this direction. There. Right. Oh, shit. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of polishing that Hytale needs, but still, I'm just like, yeah, there's just so many things in here compared to what Minecraft has that everyone just has been wanting for a really long time. That Mojang simply, has a corporation, or a, not even like a full corporation unto itself, but has a, extension of Microsoft, has an extension of, the Microsoft Corporation. Yeah, Mojang has basically just like, yeah, basically been like, oh yeah, we're just never gonna do that. Which, not the best thing for Minecraft's health, to be completely real. I mean, and also when I have to think about, like, how long has it taken them to get a lot of what I consider like core features for data packing and stuff. And then they just like, wah, sorry, for like, oh man. Okay, so yeah, one of the biggest flaws with data packing in general with Minecraft for the longest time was with like custom structures. Oh, sorry, intersecting water? Flooded. Anything that was I forgot the lower part of the floor. Anything that was able to be waterlogged would be waterlogged immediately. And there wasn't any way to prevent it. Not until, and that was like, as from day one with data packs in general, because data packs launched side by side as a feature with Update Aquatic. And so, and they just like, I guess, dev oversight assumed that no one would be bothered or agitated or anything, if just every structure to ever exist in water, got waterlogged, until, like, not even when they did the ancient cities, which were, deep underground and hypothetically could intersect with aquifers or whatever on their, big caves and cliffs update or whatever. No, it took trial chambers because they actually stretched up high enough where they had a higher chance of intersecting with, water. But not just that, also like, they're supposed to be much more, intact and tangible, and, not just like, a bunch of ruins with, unearthly dangers. No, it's actually supposed to be like structured challenges. Oh, guess what? You can't have a structured challenge, that's controllable and everything if stuff's just gonna randomly be flooded. So it took them 7 whole versions to correct an issue that was plaguing overworld custom dungeon generation. And yeah, it didn't matter, player feedback, this or whatever. No, all on deaf ears until their own needs, demanded it. I was just like, oh my god. But here in Hytale, it's like, oh yeah, no. You ask for something, you get it. The devs will make sure. I kind of want that, yeah. Yeah, it's rough doing these alignment things. But that's just kind of how the cookie crumbles. Alright. Alright, almost done here. Even if I'm only like half an hour or so. Even if all I've done here is just finish the, bathing area, which, like, I might add is... the colors. Like... Could I have had a second floor with baths in them? Probably. But look at what would have been lost. See, there are sacrifices worth making. And even if it's not like, fully mathematically perfect or whatever. Oh, I might want to let's see. I don't know, having a dark spot there might not be a bad idea, actually. But just like... And this, like... For comparison, the previous bath installation was on the original version of Tale of Sunsword, and it was just like, a dark room with a body of water, and then like a couple of like, cobblestone walls just waterlogged in it with candles on top, and that was basically it. Now we've got like, holy shit. Oh. And again, it's just baffling how vanilla Minecraft without shaders, this is completely impossible. Like, you can do a bunch of stained glass or whatever, and it's just gonna be like, some, generic lit area with, colored glass in the walls. But now it's like, you get to see all the colors blending together, with the lighting and everything. You got cool water blue tones and stuff. Especially where the water actually is. You gotta take a bath, and it's like... We're elevated from, oh yeah, this is a cool castle, to, holy shit, this is like luxurious. Oh, shoot, right. Let's not forget the steps. For, getting out comfortably. I may put drains in later or something. Or even just like, filters or whatever. Or, yeah, some sort of like circulation system so the water can stay clean and everything. Because, like, these are, public baths that just gotta be, like, full uptime and everything. And, who knows? There also may be just, like, enchantments. I mean, with how many crystals we've got here, who knows what may be going on to actually keep the water clean and safe. Because, oh, oops, I forgot. Bordering in here. I can go ahead and do that. I don't know. Actually, it might look cooler if it's like that. Yeah, it gives it more of a round feel to it. Ooh, what kinds of benches can I put in here, actually? Alright, so we got some proper sitting areas and stuff. Gonna be a little bit trickier to put benches in these rooms. I don't know, I guess I maybe don't put them where they're gonna be really hard to access safely. Where when you get off, you just get wet again. Oh right. Ooh, you know what? You know what? We can also. Yeah. So I'll probably have to go for stools in some of the other rooms here. This should be fine. Then we got. Okay. Yep, and we grab some light temple stools. Actually, wait. Huh. That should make a stone sound. That really should. Okay, this is mostly fine. Oh wait. Okay. Alright, I think we're more or less finished here. Yeah. Alright. I think thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.